Hi, Rob. It's a new week, and I think we got 4 weeks to go for this term.
It's definitely the beginning of week something, 7-ish, 6-ish,
I think so.
I don't know.
Rob, I found this morning while trawling through Facebook or Instagram, I don't know which one, and it was really just very cool.
How you can help your students become more independent learners.
Isn't that what we're all about?
Give them tools to think metacognitively and explore how their brains work. Wow, from Edutopia. Love Edutopia.
And we're all about giving you tools to change the way you think.
And that's that metacognitive language as well. How do I think? Oh, I work best like this. I need to talk through my ideas. I like to brainstorm.
100%.
Very important.
So today, again, we're going to look at collaborative EdTech tools. There is a minefield out there. We've used most of these. We'll tell you about some of them. But what we've been working with and playing with, both of us at the moment, is I've been using quite a lot of Wakelet.
Yeah, me as well.
And I know that you've used a lot of Padlet in the past.
Definitely. It's a great curation tool that you can work collaboratively on.
So I had a bit of a problem with the Wakelet, and then I phoned you and you helped me, but we'll talk about that later. It's basically an online post-it board.
Love it. And so is Padlet. And of course, you can share these boards with your students via email. There's always a code or a link. Or what's lovely about Wakelet is you can create a QR code, which you can send out to your kids.
But do phones have QR codes, or do you have to download it?
So what's amazing, most new devices or newer devices actually have a QR code reader built into their camera. So even the Chromebooks at school have QR code readers built into them now.
Awesome.
Because
I
they're everywhere.
one. Oh, awesome. That's nice to know.
Lovely, lovely.
And so students may work as guests, because I found out this week that they're not allowed to have their own Wakelet board because they're not 13.
And a lot of our programs that I see we're using, if you're 13, you're good, and if you're not, well, then you have to make another plan. This
so
is
I
a
just
workaround.
invited them to my Wakelet, and it worked brilliantly.
So you created a Wakelet or
and
two
invited
Wakelets
them all,
or,
yes, and they were all there on the Wakelet.
Perfect.
So you would type in Wakelet in a Google search. Notice that there's a Wakelet extension that you can have on your toolbar that you can just zap articles into a Wakelet board.
Which so you don't even have to leave the website.
No. You just click on it and it comes in.
Perfect.
And also notice that there's Wakelet for educators, which I often think gives us more benefits.
Definitely in this case, because I accidentally originally, I think, signed up for not educational by accident. And I think it only allowed me to create one free Wakelet.
So I thought there were 3 boards, and I've already created 4, and it allowed me 4, whereas I'm sure it's only 3, which remembers our policy where we just delete the last one that we don't need anymore.
Totally.
So as always, if you don't have a Google account, you better create one and get signing in with this, because it's so much easier. You just click on it and it just filters everything in for you. And you're going to land up on Wakelet like this, where you would click on this big green plus to find your Wakelet board. So if we now go to our, this is our Coach in the Class Wakelet.
Oh, nice. Our live one.
This is our live one. And if we go to create a new collection, you would click here. I'm about to do processed foods with my students, or in fact, it's a lesson I'm preparing, and then I would give a description of what processed foods are all about. And this is where I'd add the first board, but I would first go to the internet. I would find something that I like. Now, this happens to be a video, and I would pick up the URL by saying, copy the URL. I'd go back to my Wakelet. I'd say, hello, this is what I want to store, and I paste it. And that'll be the first thing that comes on this board is this lovely movie.
It's fantastic. And if you just go and press that plus again, Helen, so we can have a look and have a look at all the different things that you can actually add here. I mean, it literally, there's even apps here. And I think if we go into that app, let's have a look. That's what's amazing. You can add in a video from Flipgrid. So if I wanted to give a little explanation
of
about
processed
this,
foods,
or even to say, go through 3 of these articles, and then I want you to summarize using a Coglet or whatever it is.
You give the instruction in a voice note.
It's lovely.
How awesome is that? And of course, you can change the layout. The more you've got, you can change it to all of these views. I quite like grid view.
Do you?
Yes.
I love the mood board.
Oh,
it kind of looks quite funky.
We haven't got enough here, but we'll show you in another way. And if we go back to where all our wakeboards are, Wakelets are.
Wakeboarding already?
This is something that Robin has curated as part of a lesson for Vasco da Gama.
Yeah, so that's for this term's history in grade 6. And you'll have a look there. It says, while you're reading through sources, record the most important pieces of information on that worksheet. So that's actually a live link that then goes to
And I see you've got the link here to gather the information on a slide.
Yes.
Awesome.
And then they can choose 2 or 3 of these articles. They don't have to read all of them. And they can go and read and make notes as they go along. And it's great because I've curated stuff that I know is good, and they're good sources, and they're child friendly.
Brilliant. So I just have to quickly go to another account and show you my school account.
Okay, cool.
Where the grade 4s are doing communication.
Okay.
So I set up this old telephone and I asked the kids, what are you doing in communication? And they said, we're doing phone and email. They gave me all of this.
They put dancing and singing in.
I know. Clearly they got a good teacher to
I
tell
love
me.
that.
And then they had to go and find. So you can see Stephanie's posted this on the totem pole. And someone posted Morse code. That was Juliet. And here's Stephanie again, who did something on Marconi. Well, clearly she's been taught something here.
Yeah.
And so this is all posts or boards that the children have added to my Wakelet. And this is interesting because now anybody can come here because I've shared it with them. They can access it at any time.
Yeah, and I love the way the kids have collaborated as well, and you can get everybody's ideas at the same time without waiting with your hand up going, when is my teacher going to ask me for my fabulous idea?
Totally. So those were just to give you an idea of how you can change all the layout. So that was just another way that we have used this Wakelet, or this whole board. Sorry, I've just got to get to the right one. So this was Robin's Wakelet. And it's a really, really cool tool.
It is. It's a fantastic tool, and it's a great way for kids to collaborate as well, especially in this time of COVID when you're trying to get them to collaborate, but they can't sit near each other.
Totally. And then I just Googled Wakelet in the classroom for some ideas, and this was just Pinterest. Had all this free newsletter and templates. So there is so much out there for you to use.
And of course, there are also our favorite Google YouTubers, not Googlers,
yes,
YouTubers that also have got loads of ideas on how to use Wakelet in the classroom for all sorts of things.
Definitely. Now let's go and have a quick look at Padlet, which I know you used quite a lot. So if you typed in Padlet into a Google search, you would come up to this page, and then you would log in. And once you had signed up for Padlet, again, you would simply sign in with your Google. Of course, us teachers would go for the basic free one, but notice it's only 48 Rand a month should you want to buy it if you found you used it a lot.
And that's an unlimited Padlet.
Yes.
Sure.
And then this is the page that we will come to in a moment where we would make our new Padlets, but I think you're only allowed to create 3. So you would delete the last one, but I created 4 already, I must tell you. It allowed me to go to 4. So here is our Padlet. And I've created this Padlet here this morning on fruit farming because that's what I'm prepping for next term for grade 4s.
Okay.
And I've gone and sourced exactly like you would with Wakelet, where you would click on the plus and you'd go and find the link. You'd find the link and then you would paste it here. So I would go here and then I would say, okay, whatever, I put the link in here, put that, now I'm going to do banana farming or orange or citrus or whatever I was going to do. And I'd paste the link. But I'd have to go and source that and then I would paste it. Okay, so right now I'm actually just going to pick this up again, copy, just to show you how I would put it in. Well, where was I? I was here. And add a link, and I put this is unfortunately, remember, it's not really the correct link. It's a video on processed foods, but it's obviously going to bring it in here. Yeah. Here's this whole video.
Amazing. Now, what's fabulous about Padlet, of course, is the way that it works with collaboration. So you've invited me already as Robin, not as coach, and you can see I can actually go in if we have a quick look and see on our settings things how we can modify our Padlet. You can see that apart from making it look pretty, we can also switch on and off various things. So we can, if we want to collaborate in the classroom, we can actually allow whoever posts the
that their name comes up.
That their name comes up.
I like that because then I verify which kids have posted.
Exactly. And then we can allow comments or not allow comments.
To rate these and say, oh, this was too wordy, or I really like this.
We can allow reactions, and this is really great with kids because they then are allowed to like it or vote for it or even give it a star rating. And as the teacher, you can then also give this a grading. So you could say this was a 21 out of 100 or whatever.
Okay,
You
wonderful.
don't necessarily want to make that a public thing, but you know, we could do that. I'm going to leave it on stars because I'm going to give you some stars now.
And I quite like that, because if this was, as you've once done, all children's projects that they've posted, other kids can go and star the ones that they like.
And that's exactly what they did.
And it's like feedback to the children. And so the child who gets 7 stars know they did a sterling job.
Yeah. And then what's great for teachers, if you're opening it up to your class, is that you can approve or moderate every comment or whatever.
Brilliant.
So that's
just in case anyone's a bit harsh.
So I'm going to turn that off for now because I want to comment to show you. And then we can also filter any crazy words or whatever as well. So that's really great. So I'm going to save this and close it. And then I'm actually going to go now.
Robin's on her own machine. She's busy.
Excuse me, looking not at the camera.
Yes, she's busy. She's working now as her private account, and she's looking at my board because I've shared this board with her. I'm just trying to think where you can see that I've shared it with her.
Account. You can actually see it, I think, there in the top. If you go in your little coggle, your little wheel. Look on the wheel. Does it allow you there to see? No,
somewhere I've shared it already.
And then share, where the share thing is.
That's exactly where I went. And so I've shared it with Robin. So she is allowed to add comments and do anything. And of course, you would share it with all of your children so that everybody could see it and we could collaborate. I love it when kids can collaborate. And Robin has given me, she's very kind. Give me 5 stars, I think. Yeah. And that's really cool, because if everyone rates articles, we'll work out that this second article is not really cool. It's too wordy, but this article is great. And then if I'm going to do apple farming, or which I won't go and look at this one, I'll only look at that one.
And also I could actually have written something like, this one's great if you're doing berry farming. You know, that's got so you could really allow kids to sort of really get into the detail of that.
Totally. You can talk to each other. And so once again, you would be able to go and Google how should you be using Padlet for teachers. And I came across this awesome 30 ways to use the classroom by this Lucy Renard. And it was really, really, she had fabulous ideas, which just motivates you to go and try them.
Yeah. Okay.
So just reminding you that we've got these awesome 12 videos on how to study for exams. I used them this Saturday with a little boy who was so grateful. I just used the first 4 actually with him.
In one go?
Well, I had a 1.5 hour session with him.
Wow, that's amazing.
And really, I knew he was an auditory learner. So I literally introduced him to the first 2. I only did 3. I did auditory learning with him. I didn't even go further.
Sure, that's amazing.
And remember that these 12 videos are only 300 Rand on the website.
Good. Excellent. So, Helen, I think we'll have our full faces on before we say goodbye.
Just to say goodbye with a full face.
With a very full face.
Yes.
Good luck if your children are writing any type of assessment. Hopefully they are those continuous assessments that we've been doing all term. Nothing too stressful. And I know some schools are.
Somehow I doubt very much what you're saying. However, we do hope they are continuous and not stressful.
Yeah. And
we
hang in there. We're kind of on the home stretch of the second term.
Definitely.
And we'll see you again very soon.
Cheers.
Bye.